My name is Carol Burrell. I'm the CEO for Northeast Georgia Health System, and I graduated from Barrow High School. I am originally from Carl, Georgia. That's where I grew up with my family. Folks here in Gainesville jokingly refer to that as a suburb of Winder. I was very blessed to have just great teachers from first grade all the way through my senior class. Of course, you always remember your first grade teacher was Miss Ruby Brooks, and we actually went to church together, so there was even a more special bond there. In high school, probably my favorite teacher was Pearl Wall. She taught biology and I loved science. I would say that the most challenging teachers were Miss Ingram. She taught world geography, and she was very committed to, and she would tell you, all the kids tell you, I'm training you, teaching you in order to be prepared for college. Just some great teachers, you know, what a calling and how blessed, you know, you don't realize at the time what they're teaching you and how that's, and even how they conduct themselves and how that's going to influence and impact you, you know, in the rest of your life. You know, they just offered a lot of different, you know, opportunities, different projects, and leadership positions too. You know, I was a freshman class officer as well as the junior class president. Little did I know back then how much those roles would, you know, influence me. I look back at them now and I don't think I did a very good job, but it did start out at least training me for, you know, for some of the things that I do today. So just a lot of different opportunities that it afforded you, both academically and, you know, socially and leadership-wise as well. I am the oldest of 3 girls. Neither of my parents finished high school. It was my mission to go to college. I think I was influenced by the friends that I hung around with, because all of them were expected to go to college by their parents. So it was always a goal of mine to go. Well, education has been a big part of my life, probably more so than I even realized at the time. As I've, you know, progressed in my career and gotten older, the nuggets that I learned along the way, and really what education has done is just teach me how much I don't know and how inquisitive, you know, you can be. I think the other thing is that no matter what you study, just that yearning for learning and just putting yourself out there, who knows where it'll lead. It's a stepping stone. And I will tell you that even at this stage of my career today and at this age, I am still learning. So I thought by now I'd have all the answers, but I don't. So I keep focusing on learning. I think for students today who are, you know, finishing up high school and contemplating the next step in their life, I think that advanced education really prepares you for many things. And it can be scary, it can be a little overwhelming, but there is a place for everybody. Everybody's not intended to go to a 4-year degree. There are many technical programs, and in fact, our world today is going to need that focus on technical, but there's a way that you can give back, but you need that foundation because this world is advancing so fast that it's hard to keep up even with that advanced education. And so to have that foundation, to lean into it, take those steps, and again, doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be doing that the rest of your life, but it helps you get started so that you can be successful and, you know, provide for your family and be in a position that you can give back and make a difference in whatever way that is. I have learned so much from so many different people. And I've accomplished certain things throughout my career, and I go back and I do life mapping. I can go back and name different people along the way, starting out as a young child and all the way through, you know, even to today. And so I think surrounding yourself with mentors and folks that can, you know, advise you and encourage you, because we all need encouragement. You know, we don't have all the answers, and it can be a little overwhelming at times, but you know, there's a place for everybody and there's a role for all of us. My current position is Chief Executive of a large health system. It has 3 hospitals, a lot of physician practices, and many other healthcare related items. I am responsible as basically the strategy officer. We have 10,000 employees here, so I have to depend a lot on people that work on my management team. So most of what I spend my day doing is working with my senior leadership team to ensure that they have the right expertise, the right skill set, and that we're all on the same page with our goals and how we're accomplishing our objectives. To be sure that we're providing the best health care that we can in our region. We're very community focused, so not only is my position involved with running the actual operations and ensuring that we have the highest quality and it's the safest place for our patients, but also how it relates to the community as well, because this is a community asset, and our community counts on this for our health care, and not only when you're sick, but in how to stay well and improve your health so that you hopefully don't have to come to the hospital. My job has an impact on this community because, first of all, Northeast Georgia Health System is the largest employer with close to 10,000 employees. Our business impacts this community over $1.75 billion. So not only in the jobs that we provide, but also think about the number of vendors, the other physicians, the other people in this market that have jobs as a result of some type of provision of health care. So we're very closely related with the community. Ironically for me, which has been very rewarding, is that Northeast Georgia Health System Barrow is a part of our system now. Of course, this was very special to me because I'm going back home to help ensure that we're improving the health of the community where I grew up, and know that we could provide different levels of care in Barrow County and more advanced in Brazelton and even more advanced here in Gainesville. So that continuity of care to reach into that community was very important to us, and we've been thrilled to see how that community has rallied around and is really supporting it. We've made a lot of changes at the hospital, at the Burrell Hospital, looking to advance even more. But having that community really support that facility and ultimately all of our healthcare delivery has been important and exciting. The Barrow County School System has obviously meant a lot to me personally. That foundational education that I received back many years ago has served me well. I have watched along the way as how the Barrow County School System has continued to progress and to advance with the times, offering many different opportunities. So I've been encouraged to see how they're staying ahead of the times to help prepare the youth of today for tomorrow, to help ensure that our communities continue to grow and thrive.